What up, homies? Welcome to episode 12 of our Disco Elysium playthrough. We are still investigating the cursed commercial building, and today we'll get to the bottom of this case. We head out into the street and find a whole row of old doorbells connected to the building. So we start bell pranking these ghosts. As expected, most of them don't answer, but there's one eerie response from a woman who sounds very far away and in distress. After we head back into the building's basement, we find a way to contact the person behind the drawn security curtains upstairs, and we link up with her. Turns out, she is a novelty dice maker who has survived for 14 years as an independent, self-employed small business that sells fancy dice to the role-playing geeks of Revachol. Lucky for us, she also has a lot of knowledge about this whole building and the companies that used to be here, so we'll spend a lot of time talking to her. Thanks for coming by, and enjoy! This leads back up. Let's see where this goes. There's some cannons here or whatever. Ooh. I hear voices. A cellar window. People's feet shuffling by on the street. Ah, okay. Okay, can I get in here now? Maybe the pry bar is strong enough now that it's unfrozen.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Machine unplugged +2, +1 better with gloves, but still probably not strong enough. I'm gonna turn this again.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet.
Doesn't help.
Or an entrepreneur.
I don't even know what the crank does. I am kind of scared that I made it worse with this, but I don't know how that machine works, so... Huh. Let's have a look at the bear. That should be turned off now. Eyes not glowing anymore.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Alright. I feel like this bear and its enormous electricity bill were the reasons why businesses in here always failed. But I still don't know how to open that. We need a better pry bar, apparently. Okay, so let's climb those stairs. Oh, hi. What's that?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. East Delta Commerce Center? This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Main Hall, Building A, Andrew Orlando, Hair SEA, Artemite Tips, Boxing for Young Athletes and Gym, 24-hour window, Emma's Fashion Atelier, Fabron Taxi, the rest has been burned off, Slipstream SCA, Fortress Accident SCA, Revachol Ice City, Main Hall, Building B, Whirling in Rags, oh, okay, East Delta Pinball, empty card. I mean, we're gonna ring all of those. Main Hall, Building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then
is that the bookstore?
Picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
All right.
She thinks you're the gremlin child.
The
What
gremlin?
do you say to this?
Try to impersonate Kuno. Fuck off, pig. I'm Kuno. I don't give a shit. Let me in. Plaisance, it's me. I'm investigating the doomed commercial area, just like we discussed. This is the police. Please open the door. Sorry, I was just trying random doorbells. I didn't have anything important. I'm trying to impersonate Kuno.
Pardon? This is not Kuno.
Oh no.
Who is this?
Can I do it? Try
Please
again?
just stop calling here. I don't have time to deal with this. Thank you.
All
A
right.
single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
One of those is probably the guys upstairs. Andrew Orlando Hair SEA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Okay. Artemid Taps, Boxing for Young Athletes and Gym. There shouldn't be an answer to. We were in the gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier?
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fabron's Taxi?
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream SCA?
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice crackling and fragile through the static. Have you come to
Have you
place...
come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Hold on. Tricentennial Electrics? I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA. Who was this? I've been inside this building, but I didn't see anyone from Tricentennial Electrics. This place is deserted. Lie. Yes, I've come to place an order. Sorry, I don't actually have any business here. I'm gonna lie. I feel like this is code for the people upstairs.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to?
I don't care. Do we know each other? Who are you? Where are you? Stand up straighter. Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Hold on, tell me what's going on. What did I do? Of course I care. It's just that I have been going through some tough time.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what? Listen, I'm going to hang up now. Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello? Oh God, please don't cry. I guess.
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened? I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me. Fuck! Hang up the phone. Alright, it's a goodbye then. I get it. You don't want to talk to me.
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
Fuck, hang up the phone. Alright, it's a goodbye then. Hang up the call. I guess. Alright.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Fortress Accident SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Revachol City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Oh, wait, Volition. Challenging 12. Slipstream SCA. We can try again. Wax Cylinder. +1 wax cylinder. Is that an item that I have? We're gonna watch before we do that. Main hall, building B, rolling in racks.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
What? Okay. East Delta Pinball.
Silence. No one answers your call.
And the empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Huh. Okay, Volition Challenge. 72 wax cylinder. I want to first... Oh, sorry. Leave and... Do we have a wax cylinder? The chain cutters? Pen. We've got the shot put ball. The postcards. This filament and this gun. I don't know what wax cylinder is. Did we activate something anywhere?
An old callbox. East Delta Commerce
All right,
Center.
let's go.
This, whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Call her again.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Last time we talked, there was some confusion. You got me mixed up with someone else. Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk to you. Let's go for the second one.
My gosh.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself.
It's you. My gosh. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Wait, are you repeating your words? Didn't you already say that the last time we talked? Are you repeating your words?
Michelle.
Okay, it's a recording. Even her breathing, the way her voice drops when she finishes the sentence sounds exactly the same.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do you think it's funny deceiving a police officer? Just stop it already. Stop repeating your words. It doesn't matter what I say. You're just going to continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Is it over? Can we talk now? Thank you. Now tell me who's responsible for this joke. Is it over? Can we talk?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different.
Okay, I think she said that before too.
As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Say nothing.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Just a recording, and here I thought, why does it still feel like it's my fault? Go ahead, ancient recording, cry then.
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep listening.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
The fuck? She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Cool.
So...
Okay, yeah. The strange alien thought pattern ends. The lieutenant cuts in, inspecting the intercom.
It was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry? Something weird just happened to me. First one first?
I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
Looks at the sea almost wistful. You don't have time? You're always doing nothing, just following me. Something weird just happened.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Yeah, I know.
That is true.
Okay, nothing else. Leave. Let's go inside again. I don't think there's anything else to do in here. We could try that door upstairs. Maybe they reacted to... Oh, we haven't tried talking to them in the furnace.
This orange machine is dead still.
Okay.
It has a...
We need a better primer, apparently, for this. And even then, it's gonna be a horrible roll because we don't have any strength. Alright.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Ooh! Call slipstream SEA again, +1. Nice. Yell hello into the furnace. It's still 58%, that's not really high. Let's see.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
You hear a woman's voice answer.
you've awakened the entity.
The entity. This is the police. Who was there? I summoned the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Cool.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Nice. Uh-huh. Wait, I want to save. We haven't done that in a while. I don't know when the last automatic save was. Hi. What up? What's that? This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Ooh, cool. Is she a game maker? The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair. Cool. Novelty dice maker.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
I don't know, a cool one?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade.
Yeah, sure.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean by milieu? You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window. Why are you asking me about dice? Never mind, I'll be back later. Hold on, what do you mean by milieu?
Yes, a Milieu is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Can I talk to her? Via radio?
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Oh. Sure, you must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why you're asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Unfortunately, no. Although I would like one.
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe, I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask some questions. This probably stays open because we need to ask questions about if she saw the lynching. But here, sure, I like role-playing games. I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set.
Ah.
Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shelves like stalagmites. This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide.
Cool.
Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker? Okay, I'd like to order a die from you. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the thingy? Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place? Sure, let's go through all of these. Cool. I wonder if there is a specific die we might need at one point. Specifically a material, like they mentioned at one point. Even if there isn't, I want to buy a die from her. We can't afford it right now, but we're going to be back. How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
It's like that YouTube channel that makes dice in his basement out of coolest materials, and that always looks so fucking insanely cool.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Cool.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Yeah?
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
I'd like to order a die from you. Let's just see
Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the rural untethered setting? I want a die for that. Do you have any cursed dice? Tell me about your most extraordinary die. I'm sorry, I don't actually know what a die I want. Just a normal die for me, please. Very regular. I'm looking for something to help with my work. Actually, I need some more time to think about it. I hope these options stay here. I think they probably will. Let's go through all of these.
Ah, yes. Fortress accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Wiro Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motifs of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
Oh, damn. Okay. What's a standard role-playing die? What do you need to cast it in resin? It's a deal? I should get a different one. I'm gonna ask further here. We're probably gonna spend a while here because she's gonna talk about all these die and I want to know about that.
It's a Nicosi tetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll. Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Loving it. So nifty.
Cool. What do you need to cast it in resin?
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect.
I should maybe get a different one?
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
Do you have any cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as this commercial area, as cursed as my life, abracadabra, perished like this world. What? As cursed as this commercial area?
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
Cool.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
Tell me about your most extraordinary die.
A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm a star myself, a superstar, and superstars don't care about money. No, I'm afraid it's not worth it, sorry.
Alright, maybe some other die then?
I'm sorry, I don't actually know what die I want.
How about an amber die?
Amber, a poor man's gold? No, amber sounds too boring. First one?
Who told you amber was cheap? It's beautiful, really. and has been treasured since the ancient times. For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from a piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those who can't seem to let go of their past.
So cool. That sounds like me. It's a deal. Ordered the die. I need to think about it. That sounds like me.
I had a feeling.
And you think about it. I am kind of tempted to just get a die, but we have $9 now, and we had a bunch of other things we wanted to buy.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
Just a normal die for me, please. Very
A
regular.
normal die? I'm a novelty dice maker. I don't make normal dice.
What do you do then?
Polyhedral dice. Dice that have more than 4 sides. Octahedrons, trapezohedrons, dodecahedrons. But also barrel dice and teetotum bows. Come on now, be a little creative.
I'm looking for something to help with my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the top drawer of a work desk and takes something out. 2 polyhedrons, red and blue, are cradled in her palm.
Police colors.
Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
She tosses you the die. Please catch them.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
Oh, -1. Totally overthinking it. 20%. Go on. No!
You overthink it. Your hands can't agree what to do, and the 2 dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken string. The blue one disappears down the pit in the center of the room.
No.
Down the drain, like your career. I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
Can I find that? Probably not. I don't play fetch. Pick up the red die, leave the die on the floor. Pick it up.
That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken.
Can I find it?
It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. And you definitely need luck in Martinez.
Is she pitying you? Good God, she's pitying you.
Now, was there anything else?
What do you know about the man who was lynched?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant
Shut the fuck up.
here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus? And you never took your eyes off the work to look at the window? Do you often work Sunday nights? First one?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
It is? Just have to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
Cool.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
In the zone, huh? Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see, thank you.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there. I wonder if this is the chimney, shouldn't I be able to fish that dye out down below in the furnace?
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
What the hell, man?
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into the shadows above. I heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area? Do you know what happened to other attendants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Continue.
Oh, quite
Okay.
a lot of them spring to mind.
There used to be a hair salon here. What happened to the gym? What's up with the broken windows? Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around. I found creepy mannequins. What's with the rotoblazing skies? I found a strange machine. There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar. I found the building's intercom, but it's not working. Actually, I had other questions. First one, there used to be a hair salon here.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. No, first one.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
She tucks a strand of hair under their headscarf. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was Artemitep? Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club. How did that community project work out? Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it? And who was that guy?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
We know that tale. Maybe that's what Kuno needs.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Indeed, who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't think she'd appreciate calling a kid. Well, she doesn't know that it's a kid. A gremlin, but you know, we're gonna do it.
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
If you heard that, why did you not hear about that murder? She looks out the window, her face reflecting back in the dark.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did the community project work out, conclude, and judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it? Do I want to be judgy or just interested? I think I want to be interested.
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
That's why it's dropping sand.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Is there going to be this chemical thing happening? Go there?
Eventually,
No.
the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
I feel like the only curse that's happening here is again capitalism, fucking up all these shops. What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu? It's a shame about those windows. I'm not even going to ask about that milieu. No, I'm gonna ask.
It's a sub-rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Did they broadcast this murder outside?
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Okay.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Okay. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts laying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Okay.
Anything else?
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activists? What in the name of? I didn't know insects had any rights or activists. What in the name of?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Okay. Kind of like, silk. Just a little bit more brutal, I guess.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects, nod. But insects don't have any brains or feelings. They got what they deserved. Making clothes out of beetle rings is a terrible idea. First one.
Really? Anyway.
She looks at the windowsill where a dead fly is lying on its back, legs curled up in a bow tie.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
Can I talk to insects? What's with the rotoblades and skies?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumutiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say? That's illegal. Running off with company monies like that? Why hasn't he been arrested? First one.
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
Lieutenant Stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
Slipstream was that recorded call, right, that we had? Maybe that's who she was talking about.
I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just props. Why return them?
Found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
Closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
She liked them.
Cool.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
Fisticuffs, huh?
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind the curtains. Behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Like all creative people.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive, really. They must have been on a gigantic ego trip, no? First one.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Yeah, go down the completely wrong path. I mean, it's a core principle, but still weird.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Weird.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
Okay, authority, thank you. Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. They're right. They should have just tried harder. They had everything they needed to succeed. I mean, yeah, but, you know, economic situations are economic situations. What you're gonna do? This take on capitalism and the way that I'm not so sure about the core principles about communism and capitalism in this game. Most of that is right, but it seems kind of off sometimes. But sure. So, showing up on time is incredibly hard. Probably going to tell us the way I'm here, always on time. I am kind of tempted by this. You're right. They should have just tried harder. They had everything they needed to succeed. I'm going to go for that.
Still, not everyone is going to make it.
Ooh.
That's the nature of the game.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Okay.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Alright, what about the other ideas? I don't care about their ideas, I just want to hear about the bear. Did the bear work? First one.
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Sounds like she really doesn't know how to be a female ally.
What the fuck? Okay.
Fritte does the same thing.
Uh-huh. I know a girl just like that. She works in Fritte as a cashier and she's not particularly friendly. You should learn how to support other women, not bring them down. That's so weird. What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. That's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to know, did it work out for the business? I want to go for this what did they expect thing, because it's dog pay. I hope that doesn't disappear when we pick this, because I would like this also. So then we're going to go for that first.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT.
Okay.
And they already had the bear.
Okay. No options anymore. Sad. She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear? It didn't work out? Question mark. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Not solemnly, it's the market doing its job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear is scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared, like it could become alive one moment. I killed the bear. You unplugged it. Uh-huh.
You did what?
She rolls her swivel chair an inch closer to you, unsure whether she heard you right. I had to kill the bear to become the bear. I murdered it with my own bare hands. I laid it to rest. It's my trophy now. I unplugged the fridge to help Revachol ICT cut their losses. Uh-huh.
Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money.
Cool.
The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian.
Damn.
Sounds cool. Why is everyone doing drugs in this place? Even the taxidermist?
Failure. Megatherion? What's a vision beast? Very cool, but I don't want to hear about bears anymore. Let's move on. What's a vision beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Nice guide.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck. Strangely excited.
Ooh.
But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. I don't have a comment on drugs. Grab your necktie and mumble. Not now, you beast.
What?
Do you ever feel like your vision beast is trying to blackmail the fun out of you? Nothing. Cough and let go of the tie. First one.
No, officer. I don't have a vision beast. Normal people don't have vision beasts. Only drug-addled madmen like the taxidermist do.
That was a hypothetical question. Of course they don't. I'm a normal person. I don't have a vision beast. What about horrific neckties? Do normal people have horrific neckties?
Neckties? I guess they do sometimes, officer. But I don't understand how it's relevant to our discussion.
Her eyes moved with a piss-colored cloth tied around your neck.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
Her scarf... No, she rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusky skin. I hope you didn't ring... Oh, yeah.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
You are connecting the wires?
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours? I was wondering what the whirling in rags. Is it part of the same building complex? Ooh, maybe that leads to that door that we couldn't open. I saw a name, East Delta Pinball, on the doorbell. A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream SCA. Someone answered. I have a few more questions about the building. I assume we can ask all of these, so you're telling me that the doorbells with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Should I write your name on that? I have a pen. I was wondering about the whirling in rags.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom. Albeit, I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Alright. I saw a name, East Delta Pinball.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however.
You did see a pinball machine somewhere. Oh, yeah, that was in the whirling in rags next to the lady in the wheelchair.
My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, florography, trick-track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
Alright. A strange thing happened when I tried calling Slipstream.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
First, it wasn't Plaisance. I know her and would recognize her voice. She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
How would they know about that?
No, it was something else. It was eerie. It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or...
You're right, I probably just got made fun of. No, it was something else, something eerie. Narrow your eyes. It may have been some sort of rare electric anomaly.
A prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
I want to go for the other option.
It can't be true.
Just to see what that says.
Slipstream Tricent. It used to be a major...
No, It was
The
too
eerie
real
one
to
here.
be just a prank.
Something else? Something
Either
eerie?
way,
Pranks can be eerie.
Okay. She looks as if she's still convinced it's nothing to be worried about.
The kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us.
Is that
No
new?
solidarity.
That wasn't here before. Actually, the Slipstream SCA mystery might be a recording. I called again later and got exactly the same message.
Why would Slipstream SCA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense. I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
Okay. I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
I have more questions about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
it's
okay,
still
this just
sure.
goes
I'm listening.
back and forth. Okay, actually, I had other questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit.
I've
What
heard this
else?
place is cursed. Did you know that people call it doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then? Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Plaisance is a wise woman. She has Semini's trinkets protecting her against the curse. Nice combination of words. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's why I'm here to investigate. First one. Second one. The bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. Customers. Cool. You're right. The whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed. I want to go for that. Oh, man. But that means that we accept that there might be a curse going on, which we don't. That's so cool. I'm going to go for that.
And
It's
then
fun.
there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
You are not paying rent. And we are back again to economic talk.
maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
What? Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get you too. Oh my god. It will get to you. I have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in the so-called curse. Yeah. Yeah.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
No.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the
Source.
universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very mysteriously. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This would be that this world is a puzzling place. I don't like business decisions, natural market fluctuations. I mean, yeah, that is kind of the reason here. So yeah.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her. The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
Oh damn. Okay. Shivers, legendary. Why hasn't her business failed? I mean, why not? We're not gonna get it, but I don't see a reason not to do it.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect. What? Sure.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
The dice maker stares at you while you start to fuss with your pants.
Officer!
The zipper, it's stuck. Is it just me or is it hot in here? I'm trying to lower my body temperature. It's part of the special technique I have. Never mind, that was a terrible idea. Do up your pants. I'm trying to lower my body temperature.
And why would you do that?
Alright. Never mind. That was a terrible idea.
Undressing in a stranger's place of business? Yes, it was an unbelievably bad idea.
She trembled as if trying to shake it off.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
That doesn't really excuse it, does it?
No, it doesn't. I don't have more credit. I'm gonna click it just to have it not light up anymore. Okay, yeah.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Alright,
What
cool.
else?
Leave. Cool. Thank you very much. That was very insightful. Let's go. Wait, what do we have here? Items. Oh yeah, the die. This 20-sided die is made of bloodstone and inlaid with lapis lazuli. Its colors resembling police sirens. Its blue partner is missing. Kinda looks like the fire department arriving on the scene. Got fucked. Shit fingers. Note. Look at the map tab and journal to see which white checks have opened. Wait, what? Because of this die? What the hell? Report back. That's new. Naughty Dice Maker. Shivers legendary. There are found white checks. Those on white are available right now. I don't think these are new here. Let's get back out again.